Allison Hannigan.
Welcome to Penn Teller Fool Us. We have so many outstanding acts on tonight's show, we can't waste another second. So let's bring out the men of the hour, Penn and Teller! Any act that performs a trick so tricky it fools Penn and Teller earns a spot performing in their Las Vegas show. Now let's get this show started and meet our first potential fooler.
Hey, I'm Mike Bliss from Branson, Missouri, and I'm a comedy magician. I'm billed a lot of times as master of variety. I love a lot of magic, comedy, juggling, unicycling, and just having a lot of fun with people in the audience. Growing up, grade school up through junior high, I loved playing baseball and football. I got really good at eye-hand coordination, and of course that helped with my magic too. And I'm gonna do a routine using audience members to help me out, based off Harry Houdini, but a little twist that they haven't seen before.
Performing tonight with two randomly selected members of our audience, I'm absolutely overjoyed to introduce Mike Bliss.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good evening. It is great to be here. Gentlemen, thank you for having me here. We're going to have some fun. And by the way, I'm Mike. What's your name?
Savannah.
Savannah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you.
you, too.
And?
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yes.
Savannah and Vanessa. Good to have you. What we're going to do is recreate an effect Harry Houdini made famous in 1901. Do you know what he was famous for?
Escaping.
Escaping. Very good. That's right. Like being tied up in the water tank. That ringing a bell?
Yeah.
Awesome. Because we have a water tank right over here. Who's wearing the bikini? No, what?
Are you?
Relax. Ladies, what happens in Vegas ends up on Snapchat. Okay. Now, Houdini, he started with ropes. He worked his way into chains and handcuffs. I have some ropes. I'd like for you to examine the ropes. Savannah, right?
Yes.
Examine them. Make sure they are solid. Nothing funny. Vanessa, I have a cloth. Examine that. Good enough? Okay. Now, I'm just teasing. Take the cloth. Hold on to it. Make sure there's no tears, cuts, trap doors, secret compartments all the way through. Just check it out. Nothing I could use to cut the ropes. Does it look good?
Yes.
Awesome. That goes in the back of the chair, just like so. Now, watch. How do the ropes look?
They look good.
Two solid ropes?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm gonna have Savannah and Vanessa tie my legs and my wrists together really, really tight right here in the chair. Okay? Okay, well, slow down. Okay. Have you done this before?
A couple times.
Okay, because you were just moving in like you knew what you were doing. Okay. Wait. If you have any questions, follow her lead. Okay, so you're gonna tie my legs and wrists together. We'll see how long it takes to escape. Harry Houdini did it, 26 seconds. I wanna try and at least match it, if not beat it. However, I'm going to use some sleight of hand. That's where the cloth comes into play. You two are gonna cover my hands with the cloth just for a few seconds. Let's practice that real fast. And since she scares me, you're gonna start. Okay, pull tight, really tight. My wrists go in the middle, tie a knot. Loop the ropes through each other. Yeah, go ahead and use the big end there. No, there you go. Pull as tight as you can. Hold that in the middle, please. Hold in the middle. Finish off the knot. Were you ladies ever in the Girl Scouts?
No.
No? The Boy Scouts?
No.
Oh, sorry, push me back. I'm sorry, my cheek fell off. Okay, that's pretty tight. You tied a hog or something. Okay, make another knot on top real fast. Not that we need it. I don't want you to can slide. Make it really fast. Now remember, Harry Houdini did it in 26 seconds. We'll see. Awesome. Ladies, do we practice? Grab the cloth, please. Right. Yep, grab the cloth. Cover the hands straight across. One hand, yep, just one hand at a time, okay? All right, awesome, okay. Yeah, I want you. Okay, remove the cloth. That was it. That was good. That was good. Okay, now, oh, sorry, I'm still tied. I'm sorry, let me explain it. I'm gonna get free of the ropes and I will beat 26 seconds. Do you think I can do it?
You can do it.
All right, but nothing funny yet. I'm still tied up?
Yep.
Awesome. Did you see anything?
No.
No? Awesome. Oh, there are folks on the side. Scoot back just a little bit. Scoot back just a bit. They want to see? Yeah, awesome. Okay. All right. I want you to experience just like them. Remove the cloth. That was good. Okay. Darn it, I'm still tied up. I'm sorry. Let me explain. I'm actually going to stand up, and when I do, the ropes are going to be gone. They'll be on the floor, off of my legs. You're not impressed yet, are you?
I'm getting there.
You're getting there, but you haven't seen anything funny, right?
No.
Did you see anything?
No.
Nothing? Did you see anything?
No.
You know, did you see something? You look confused.
No, it's just your hand came out.
My hand came out. What is she talking about? No, you have no idea. Let's try it one more time. Cover the hands up. Ooh, I'll change it up this time, folks. On 3, let's do this. Do not whip it away. Just drop it to the ground. Okay, don't whip it away. Just drop it to the ground. On 3. Yeah, quiet. On 3, don't wait for 4, 5, or 6. And that way we'll see if I get out.
Okay.
Okay. You think I can do it?
I think so.
Maybe?
Yeah.
But you're not sure?
Not sure.
Not sure. 1, 2, and 3! We did it! Give it up for the ladies! Thank you, darling. I appreciate it. Thank you for helping me out.
That was fun.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. You've got so much energy, and it's just, it's so infectious. I love it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I got to keep up with 5 kids. I got 5 kids running around.
Wow.
So, yes.
What ages?
We have 17, 16, 13, 11, and 9.
Wow.
3 boys, 2 girls, and a lot of fun.
Wow. And are they aspiring to be in show business?
Actually, they've all been in the show with me. My 2 oldest boys performed with me for about 9 years, actually, traveling part-time on the road and in Branson. They started in grade school. We actually homeschooled them. I didn't want them smarter than me.
So I heard that Bob Barker played a role in your childhood.
Who told you that? That's true. We love game shows and playing games. And my mom, no lie, 42 years ago won a car from Bob on The Price is Right. My parents celebrated. 9 months later, I was born. Exactly. And twins. It was a big celebration. Okay.
All right. Well, let's check in with our twins over here.
Okay, yes.
Boys.
You know, this is a wonderful thing for our culture. This act really does show how far America and the world have come. This act, done 150 years ago, would have been done by a spiritualist or a medium, and would have been done seriously. And it would have been done to prove that the spirits were visiting. And it would not have been any mention of escape. So when we see an act like this that doesn't try to take something that is a skill, something that deals with timing and a lot of practice and a lot of escape, and does not try to pass that off as something supernatural and something beyond and used to cheat people, but done honestly and directly and emotionally in order to entertain them, not only says good stuff for you, Mike, it says good stuff for the whole world. But we are familiar with spirit ties because, as you know, with our skepticism, we've looked into every possible way to tie people up with ropes. For skepticism, for skepticism,
of course,
for skepticism.
I understand.
That's why, for moral reason.
So you figure they know what you're doing?
Yes, very good, exactly. Obviously, I appreciate it. Thank you for the comments, and thanks for having me.
And thanks for fighting the good fight, man.
Well,
Thank you.
Thank you for entertaining us.
very much.
Mike Bliss, thank you. If you heard Penn and Teller weren't performing tonight, that's fake news. They are performing later tonight. Stick around. If you are sick of believing your eyes, this next magician just might have the cure.
My name is Ekaterina, a professional magician from Montreal, Canada. I only started to learn magic when I was in my teenage years, and the internet was my source. I find that social media plays a huge role in spreading magic. Just me uploading videos of myself, I believe, got a lot more girls to do the same thing. I think there's a strong stereotype of a female magician being dressed in an outfit that's very revealing and being more of a, I guess, showgirl. And my style is completely different. I just want to be myself. I need to command attention because that's how you get people to treat you with the respect that I think women in general deserve.
From Russia with love, smoke and mirrors, here's Ekaterina.
Thank you so much. This evening, I'd like to give you a demonstration of the power of memories, and to do so, I will need Allison's help. Can you please join me here? Thank you so much. We're going to be using this red balloon, and I'll get back to it in just a moment, but it evokes a very strong childhood memory in me. Can you please hold on to it?
Sure.
My hope is that this balloon will also hold a special memory for you, Allison. You see, in 2002, the street artist Banksy created a mural in London called Balloon Girl. And it shows a little girl reaching out for a red balloon that seems to be blowing away from her. And there are words written on the wall that say, "There is always hope." And that hope is what my family experienced when we moved from Russia to Canada when I was only 8 years old. You see, for me, balloons carry within them messages of hope. Maybe it carries one for you too, Allison. This time, I want you to think back to your childhood. Think of an object that brings back good memories, okay? An object that has special importance to you, but that we can all visualize as clearly as this red balloon. So, very clear image of that object. And then when you're ready, you have it? Please name it out loud.
A bicycle.
A bicycle. Very cool, Allison, a bicycle. You know a little bit more about me. I've shared a little bit about why this red balloon is so important, but why was that bicycle so important to you, Allison?
Well, because it had a unicorn on the seat.
Unicorn. Thank you so much for sharing that with me, and it's still a vivid memory for you.
I had
And it's
good
still
memories
good
before
memory.
that.
Yeah? Okay. You see, I also brought a spray can. And this is really in honor of Banksy, because this is the tool he used to create art, which inspired me to be here today. And I'm gonna create some magic with that. Don't be scared.
Okay.
You trust me?
Sure, more than others.
Would you be impressed if your favorite thing is inside of that balloon?
Yeah.
Can you hold on to that string tight and far in front of you as you can? Just like that. All right. We have some of the balloon leftovers.
Yes.
Over here. I'm going to take it very carefully, but do you see what's here?
Yeah.
Do you see what's on here? You can let go.
Okay.
Can you guys all see? Mm-hmm. There is a paper inside of a paper clip, yes?
Yeah.
Now, Allison,
Yeah.
please slowly unfold that piece of paper. Take a look at the image inside. Mm-hmm. What do you see?
A bicycle.
A bicycle. And what's written on the back?
There's always hope.
There is always hope. Allison, this is your memory, yours to keep. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Everyone. That was so lovely. Thank you. So have you always been interested in magic and becoming a performer?
From a very young age, I was fascinated with the circus. And back in Russia, in the circus, we had magicians. Here it's a little bit more rare. It's more acrobats and jugglers, but I really wanted to either be a juggler or a magician. I learned to do both. But I really, really enjoyed the magic part because it's all about how people feel. And so it just made me feel so good when people smile back at you, and it's a rewarding exchange. Yeah. And you don't get to do that with other things.
That's so cool. All right,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to see what the boys think of
Sounds
this.
good.
All right. Gentlemen, how do you like the lady?
I loved it. So many magicians have tried to take an important artistic image and bring it to life on stage, and they all fail. It always looks terrible. And this is the perfect, clear image that ties in with your story. I just love that so much. Well, we're talking about what we love, which is you. We want to talk about what we hate in magic, and something that's never allowed on this show. And that is what's called pre-show work. And there's no pre-show work allowed on Penn and Teller Fool Us. Pre-show means you'd meet Allison backstage, you'd have a little discussion with her about things that were important to her, and just say, want to get a clear image in your head so we can later do it. You'd have her write down the bicycle thing, and then you do the magic off stage, and then come on and have her think of that. So the audience isn't getting to see the real wonder. And you did not do that. Everything you did was right on stage, the way we do it on Penn and Teller Fool Us, because you didn't need the pre-show work because you had the solution right in your pocket, ready to go. And we love that about it. It was a great act. And I got to tell you, I'm a sucker for Banksy, so you tied that in. I just liked everything about this. And if that's not a true story of that Banksy image, never, ever give that up.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so I'm guessing somewhere in there he said something that makes you know that they know how you did the trick?
Well, my husband would mind if you start examining me, so it's perfect.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for entertaining us. Ekaterina!
Penn and Teller solve more of magic's mysteries when we come back. Welcome back. Let's meet our next possible fooler.
My name is Javi Benitez. I'm from Spain, from the south of Spain, Andalusia. I was very shy when I was a child. Then I found that magic is a way to communicate with people. I learned all things about card magic and the beauty of movement with the cards. You can play with them just like a painting. This is probably my most artistic piece. Penn Teller, I hope to touch your heart a little bit with this piece of magic.
Prepare to be amazed by the close-up magic of Javi Benitez. I'm surprised they let you in Vegas when you do that with cards. Well, and I would imagine growing up near where Picasso was, you just have to sort of be influenced by art and,
That
you
and
know.
flamenco also.
Oh.
You know, flamenco dancing.
Yes. Yes.
A lot of energy. You know?
Wow. Nice. And did you start when you were a young boy?
Yeah, we started when I was 11. I'm now 12, so 1 year in magic.
Oh, that's nice.
Not bad.
That's
not
really
bad.
good. So do you think of yourself as an artist or an entertainer?
Yeah, some things are more artistic, some things are more experimental, that if I do, you will not understand anything that I do because it's like in my mind, like doing strange things. And some others is just comical and having fun, and that's it.
All right, well, speaking of things I don't understand, let's go to the boys.
Okay.
Gentlemen.
You know, some people deeply misunderstand our show. Penn and Teller fool us. They have no idea what we're trying to do. They think we want to sit here and show that we're the smartest guys in the room. We know everything about magic. And the reason we put together this show is that that's the hook of it. But the reason we have a show called Fool Us is so that we can see the best magicians in the world doing the best magic that can be done. Now, Javi is from Spain. I mean, everybody thinks Vegas is the capital for magic, but for card magic, it is definitely Spain. Anybody that was trying to watch this thing thinking there was something black arty going on with the black velvet or behind the table, what you were seeing here, all I can do is underline that it is just sleight of hand, and it's the best sleight of hand we've ever seen. I could try to do one of those jive, maybe we figured it out, maybe we didn't thing, but we don't like to be that cheap on this show. Every single way, 100%, no qualifications. You fooled our asses bad. Just so amazing.
Can anyone repeat this feat before the night is over? Come back and find out. Welcome back to Fool Us. We've had one fooler already. Let's see if Penn and Teller are in for a long night, starting with this next act.
My name is Gafner. I'm a professional magician, mentalist, and a musician from Israel. I was an artillery commander in the Israeli army.
And I played guitar for my fellows in the army. But then after the army, I studied music in the university. And then I began playing jazz guitar, which is like a whole different world. When I perform magic, it's like playing jazz, because when I'm doing mentalism on stage, I have to improvise a lot. It's incredible how music can influence us. It can make us feel happy, it can make us cry, it can make us feel very emotional. And combined with mentalism and magic, it's like a killer weapon.
He came all the way from Israel to read your mind. Now on stage with 5 randomly selected audience members, here's Ron Gafner.
Good evening. Thank you very much. How are you, Alison? Would you be so kind to join me, please?
Sure.
Yes. Alison, I'm going to give you the power of synesthesia. Please sit down. Which means that you're going to hear sounds as colors inside your head. For now, I want you to take a look at my hand and imagine a big light here. And the light is getting closer and closer until your eyes are getting tired. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. Imagine sounds and colors inside your head and blend them. Behind you, there are several bells. Every bell is with different sound and different color. Now, I'm holding 2 bells behind you. One of them is red, the other one is black. What do you think is that one, red or black?
Red.
The amazing Alison, ladies and gentlemen. Not that much, it's only 50-50, after all. Alison, open your eyes. Which bell do you want me to give this gentleman? The red one or the black one? Totally your decision.
Black.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so take the black one. Let's do it again, Alison. Close your eyes, take a deep breath. 2 bells, one of them is gray, the other one is purple. What do you think is that one? Purple or gray?
Gray.
You have another try? Purple, correct, open your eyes. Which bell do you want me to give this lady? The purple or the gray one?
Purple.
The purple, okay, so take the purple. Close your eyes, let's do it again. What is your favorite color, Alison?
That one. Green.
Amazing, because green in Hebrew is blue. So she's correct. Open your eyes. Which blue do you want me to give this gentleman? The light blue or the dark blue?
Dark blue.
The dark blue. That's yours. One last time. Close your eyes. 2 bells, one of them is gray, the other one is red.
Oh.
Oh. What is that?
Red. Did you say red?
Correct.
Ah.
Yes. Okay. So you'll take the red because and you'll take the gray one. Now, I don't want you to think that I influenced you somehow, so you can make a difference. For example, what is your name?
Emily.
Emily, and?
David.
Do you want them to switch their bells? You don't have to if you don't want to, but you can.
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Positive?
I guess so.
Okay. And what is your name?
Georgiana.
And?
Aaron.
Do you want them to switch their bells?
Sure.
Positive?
I don't know.
Okay, I don't know. It's your
Yes, yes.
So switch the bells. Now the orchestra is ready and we have to pick a song. So, what is your name, sir?
Nate.
Can you put the bell on the chair and join me for a second? Say again the name?
Nate.
Nate. How are you, Nate? I have here 4 books. Every book is with lots of different songs. As you can see, we have green sleeves, lots of different songs. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay. If you're happy and you know it. Are you happy?
Very happy.
Great, me too. Just pick one book for me. Great choice. Let's see what we have here. We have We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Amazing Grace, America the Beautiful, Jingle Bells, lots of different songs. What I want you to do now is to hold the book like this. Just close your eyes. I'm not forcing you to do anything. Just riffle through the pages and stop wherever you want. Okay? You done? Open the book and tell me if you recognize one of those songs.
Yes, I do.
Yes, okay, close the book. I want you to write it here big enough so everybody will see it. Okay? You have a marker here, so do it now. Now, when you see the name of the song, I don't want you to say anything. Just think about the song. Are you done, Nate? Yeah. Perfect. You can flip the page and return to your seat. Okay, so I didn't see the song, right? So think about the song, all of you. Okay, I can sense something. You're off key over there. It's like it's an American song. And I can feel you're standing, all of you, standing ovation, but it's not for me. Are you thinking about the Star-Spangled Banner? Is that the song? Let's see. Yeah, the Star-Spangled Banner. Thank you very much. Now, Alison, I want you to reach out and grab only one bell for me.
Okay.
Okay, if we were to choose this one, it would have sounded like this. But you chose this one, which is completely different, right? Mm-hmm. You're going to be the last note to be played, the grand finale of the melody. But one last decision. From which end do you want the melody to begin with? From this end or from that end?
Oh, this end.
From this end. Okay, so Alison did every decision here. She decided which bell goes to each person, and she switched the bells. She took her own bell. Do you know what are the chances to make a coherent song out of 6 random bells? Close to 0. Everybody, hold the bells like this. Yes. Whoever I point to, I want to ring the bell only once, like this. By the order that you chose, Alison. Only when I point to you. The Star-Spangled Banner, ladies and gentlemen. your seat. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Gafner, everybody! Give it up! So you have such an interesting life. You're from Israel,
That's correct.
and there was a point where you were in the military, so obviously you weren't doing much.
I quit, and then I got back to it after I finished the army, and I went to university. I studied music, and then I combined both arts.
Oh, that's so cool. So what would it mean for you to fool them?
It would mean the world for me. I mean, this is the biggest opportunity that I had so far, and I'll be very happy, but if not, that's okay, because I think the main goal is to entertain, and I hope that I did it.
Yes, absolutely. All right, I think they're ready. Okay.
I want to tell you that the choice of the Star Spangled Banner was a fabulous, having that one among there was great. Because when I hear the Star Spangled Banner, because, you know, I grew up in the USA, like Bruce Springsteen. And when I hear the Star Spangled Banner, I'm just forced to stand up to my feet. I'm just forced to rise in patriotism. So we love that that's the song that it ended up being. I'm going to be very cagey on this, and I'm going to be very cagey because this trick is so good. I don't want to ruin it for people at home because it's so good. There's a thing called the magician's choice. And this is the most complicated magician's choice we've ever seen. There's all these choices made. We don't really know where it's going. And I think I can say one word, once I've spoken about the Star Spangled Banner, that I don't think will give away too much to anybody but you, and that is the word equivoke.
Okay.
I think they got it.
They got it?
I think, yeah.
Wonderful, wonderful act, wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
You're clear that they know what you know,
Yeah,
but I
pretty
don't
sure.
know. Okay,
Pretty sure.
Ron Gafner, ladies and
Thank you so
gentlemen.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Not enough magic for you? Not a problem. Penn and Teller perform next. You don't want to miss it. Children's magic kit because they wanted it to be really amazing and fun. They did such a good job that they started using it in their Vegas show. In a trick that should be called Shameless Plug, here they are, Penn and Teller.
Well, thank you, Allison. You know, we did. We put out this magic set called the Penn and Teller Fool Everyone Magic Kit for children 8 years old and up. And we really did it ourselves. We put together the tricks. We did the instruction book. We did all the DVD and everything. And we put in tricks that we really like. And one of the tricks we put in is a trick that we both had in magic sets when we were children. Not that coincidental or surprising, because if you had a magic kit as a child, you probably had this trick in it. It's called the ball and vase trick. We got to thinking about it. We got to thinking, what would we have done if we were working together when we were 8 years old if we had to do the ball and vase trick? So this is Penn and Teller at 8 years old with their version of the ball and vase trick. Once in Transylvania, there was a blue stone coffin, and in it was the Prince of Darkness, Vlad the Impaler, Dracula. And every night at dusk, Dracula would leave his coffin, fly into the village, and terrorize. And then at dawn, he'd appear back in his blue stone coffin. And this went on for years and years. Every night at dusk, he would vanish from the blue stone coffin, appear in the village, terrorize. And then at dawn, he'd appear back in his blue stone coffin. Now, the villagers got really sick of this, but they weren't mean people. They didn't want to beat him up. They just wanted to stop him from flying around the village. So they waited until a time that was very inhospitable to Dracula's high noon. And they dug up his coffin from the undead earth, and they put the lid on. But this time, they didn't just snap it in place. This time, they glued it and put tape and spackle and cement. But still at dusk, he got out. So now they did get mean, and they beat him up really badly, and they put him in the land of dead Draculas. When they checked the coffin again, it was even worse. It was clone Dracula. They took clone Dracula and they beat him up too. And they put him in the land of dead Draculas. When they checked again, it was another clone Dracula. They beat him up and they said, wait a minute, we gotta think about this. Where are all these clone Draculas coming from? And then one of the villagers got the idea, maybe from the bite of Dracula. They checked Dracula's mouth, and sure enough, that's where the clone Draculas are coming from. And they checked again. It was another clone Dracula. And it was just another clone Dracula. And it was clone Dracula, clone Dracula, clone Dracula, clone Dracula, clone Dracula. So then they said, we got to find a way to solve this. So they went to the library and they looked up Draculas, and they found you could kill them with holy water and with silver bullets, werewolves, doesn't matter, bad library, and garlic and other stuff. And they made a paste of that with a popsicle stick, and they smeared it all over the Draculas. And then they checked the coffin, and it was gone, and they felt safe. Clone Dracula. They said, wait a minute. So they got a bazooka and they loaded up. They shot him. Shot him all in the head. When they checked the coffin again, it was even worse. It was zombie Dracula. It was zombie Dracula. And they beat him up. But why beat up a Dracula? The zombie's already dead. They checked again. It was even worse. It was clone zombie Dracula. The clone zombie Dracula. And they beat him up too. And they checked again. It was another clone zombie Dracula. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, Googleplex Infinity. And then, King Dracula! And King Dracula, that's a solid ball, too. That's not like a sponge ball. That's hard magic. We worked hard on this. Solid ball. And they put them all together, and they said, we got to find a way to kill these Draculas. And they asked around, and then one of the village people got the... wasn't one of the village people. He got the idea. Well, the power of the sun is also the power of the hydrogen bomb. It's fusion, fission, one of the two. And they took a hydrogen bomb. They filled it with garlic and with holy water and with real magic. And they made a hydrogen bomb with a big mushroom cloud. And they blew it all up, and the whole land of dead Dracula was glass. And they checked the coffin; it was empty, and the villagers were safe. The end. Or is it?
Thanks to all of our amazing magicians who made tonight a total jackpot.
It is solid. Sorry.
And you can bet we'll have another full house of magicians for you next week. Good night from Las Vegas.